I'll start with the American League. You had 2 fights with Bennett Wolf. Okay, tell me about
Baltimore, yeah. Well, Bennett, I was told he was the big boy on the, well, one of the big boys on the block in the American Hockey League, and you know, I was just a kid. I was by that time, I guess I had turned 21, and you know, I had seen him kind of playing the role out there. Nobody wanted to go near him, and so I says, I'll go. You know, you know, my first couple of years, I really did enjoy the fighting part of it. I knew I wasn't good enough to play in the National Hockey League, but I was a good enough player that I knew I could make myself better. But I knew if I was gonna make a name for myself or have anybody even look at me, I've got to be beating people up. So the best way to get known is go after the biggest and the toughest guys. He was their biggest and toughest guy. He's the guy I was going after. Same with Archie Henderson, Val James, all those guys. Those guys were all the big boys in the block. Those are the guys I'm going after, you know. I mean, they know I'm coming, you know, eventually. So, but Bennett, yeah, he's a pretty tough character. Pretty tough character.
Now that guy, I don't think too many guys knocked him down. You knocked him down.
Yeah, well, you know, that's when I saw how he. I mean, after the first fight, I mean, I never, you know, back then I didn't have tapes. Back in, we were talking 84, 85 right then. Nobody had tapes, but I fought him the one time, and you could see he takes these big, huge, you know, he scrapes his knuckles. So when I got to the second fight, I knew that, you know what, when he goes to take one of those, as long as I duck it and then I switch hands on him, he can go down. So that's what I did, is I kept exchanging with the right hands, and then he starts to go for the windup. Perfect, just duck and whack. Just switch hands on him, and sorry, Bennett. Best part about it was they were both in his building. Yeah, I know he didn't like that.